Yay, live!
All right, let's turn that shit off. Don't need Facebook. I'll present myself. There we go. Hide participants. That doesn't look too bad on YouTube. I think the white balance really fucks it up. I'll work on getting a new camera, guys. All right, we're gonna start this bitch.
I'm gonna call my old lady real quick. We got a little bit, only a few seconds.
No. You got 98.
I got 99.
Oh, it does look better on
You
YouTube.
can have it. I wonder if I plug directly into the internet.
Oh, for the better
Go on
viewing.
Wi-Fi. You like it? Nope.
Good. Good.
Hey, YouTube looks pretty good now.
Just dust it off. It'll be fine.
Works.
He likes.
Mm-hmm.
So how soon do we start judging them?
Right now.
Right now? Nice.
Right now. Rock placement.
So
Okay.
what are these lists? Is it just Nim Miranda on one side?
Yeah, so what the
Harpoon Bomblet on Miranda, which is the correct choice. Nim VI.
Which one do we want to play?
Proton
Play.
Genius,
Do we want to play
TLT.
trajectories? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Do
we can hear you.
Which trajectory simulator do we want to play?
Play it the broken way so we can see if it's super broken.
Okay,
Of
so
course.
I can use Genius on my trajectory simulator.
Yep.
All right.
So then we're going against Talon, VI, Title, Harpoons, Failsafe. So Talonmane's going to be at 11. Chips, Jostero, Deadeye, Harpoons. So is he just doing triple Harpoons again?
Yeah. He needs all the splash damage he can
Title,
get for
feel safe.
Josh to work.
Crane, yeah. And then Nim, VI, Genius, Thermals, Extra Munitions, Title, and he also has Long Range Scanner. Or, no, he doesn't have Trajectory Simulator?
He must. I think he must have forgotten to put it up there.
Unless he just didn't have the points. Buh. I feel like I would find the points for that. So they opted to go for like a really tight cluster of rocks there right in the center. Which is interesting. I usually prefer like bigger lanes to work with. And especially when you're jousting against a list that's, super good at jousting. I guess both of these lists are pretty good at jousting.
Yeah, the coaches
Does,
would lose though for sure.
Does Kyle's Nim have harpoons on it?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a triple harpoon list. So yeah. Except Kyle has gone in for the joust setup, which I believe was incorrect. Maybe just because he doesn't want to get bombed. He's that scared of the bombs, he doesn't want to go for that.
It goes both ways, I guess.
Which could be bad because you got thermals and protons over on the other side. You get hit with a proton bomb on all three of your ships, and that's not going to be a good time.
Yeah.
But he hasn't really given him a lane to be able to counterattack, and that's something that, if you're trying to go against a list that wants to joust, you want to be able to have a lane to sit there and flank on the side, and he just does not have that.
Yeah. Bringing it in though.
I guess I was a few seconds behind. I was watching on the YouTube because it's a higher resolution for me right now.
No, we have to. Gotta watch the hangout.
Uh-huh.
Totally breaks it. Miranda.
So, who is Kyle's target priority? Do you think? Gotta be Miranda, right?
Well, I would probably go after Miranda if I could get like a solid kill box on her, just like all three ships pointing at her at the same time, because that'll give you the ability to get Sabine off the board, and you get Sabine off there, and all of that damage potential from those bombs is gone, and the end game solution is gone. Because what Nim Miranda always wants to do is just get Miranda to the end game. If you can get Miranda to the end game, you win. Hooray!
Yeah.
So they always want to do that.
And I think that's the right way to approach Nim Miranda. Miranda's got to go first. I mean, Nim is also really annoying, but it's got to be Miranda every time.
So it looks like he target locked. Which one is that down there? Is that Talonbane on the bottom side?
Talonbane is on the bottom. Yeah. Kyle's cheating already. Focus and barrel roll.
Cheating on stream. That's how it works. Cheating on stream.
A little slow here, which is unusual for him.
I think with that setup that Salute had, I mean, that's one of those where it doesn't look like an obvious where it's going to go. So doing that whole slow roll kind of forces your opponent to develop their strategy and tell you exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like we might end up with a nice joust anyway.
Maybe one of those off-angle jousts. And that the Keurig sitting there in the back is going to have a tough time getting in there.
Yeah, and the issue with coming in at an angle like that, you don't have any K-turn options. You don't have any, but you reduce them by facing that board edge where coaches are a little more open. Not that I know that he'll really want to K-turn, but still limiting your options coming in at an angle like that. So what do you think coach's first priority is? I'm going to assume Nim.
Yeah, there's probably a good bit there. If he's scared enough of Justero, because he's played against Justero enough,
right?
That he probably knows that's going to get obnoxious if Harpoon Splash starts getting off, and I'm surprised he didn't set up his ships a little further apart, just to prevent the Harpoon Splash damage from going anywhere.
He didn't.
He has them sitting.
Apart? They're within range 1 because they're a little bit apart. I bet they're more than range 1 apart. That looks like.
Okay, so maybe he did, which would be smart.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Kyle had the wrong idea with the setup here. I think coach is probably going to be able to come in with those two guys, and Kyle has initiative too, so Kyle's going to have to move first, and I'm betting he can get range. I guess he's got long-range scanners on Talonbane there. But I just don't think that should be your first choice and target. Unless he's just trying to bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a great angle here for Justera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's better.
3 bank? Nope, 3 straight. He is going after Talonbane.
Ooh, if you log in as not OCX radio, the quality actually jumps. So I'm going to drop off this and log back in. Be right back. Oh yeah, quality's so much better. Holy crap.
Okay, well, I guess I'll do that real quick then.
Oh, and the quality dropped again. Huh. Maybe it has nothing to do with that. Maybe I'm just pumping too much through my computer.
Yeah, a bit better.
Yeah, but it dropped again for me. So
I just told you that they just said. Didn't you hear me?
Mm-mm. That's fine.
Damn it, man!
I'm out of it.
Oh, what'd they screw up?
Oh, Kyle just forgot that we were allowing Genius and Simulator to work together.
Yeah, so he's probably dropping a proton bomb here.
Yeah.
It would be my guess.
Yep, that's a proton. It's not going to be pretty. I'm betting it's going to hit. I think Jostro is fine, but Talonbane and Nim are going to be in trouble.
Yup.
Oh my God.
Then the joy of putting it all back.
Yeah.
I thought you heard me say they said play it the broken way. Projector and Genius work.
Play it the broken way. No, Talonbane.
Whoa, what? A 1 hard?
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't have done that.
No.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure what he's going for there. He's going to have two harpoons coming at him, and he gets to fire, what, 1?
I don't think
maybe a second one with Jostero back there.
Proton bomb.
I don't think Miranda has a shot on Talonbane anyway, so Coach won't be able to focus fire.
Talonbane, direct hit. Nim, direct hit.
Jesus.
Seriously? Direct hit on both of them. Who gets the Sabine damage?
I bet he's gonna forget it.
They forgot Sabine, or Coach did.
Okay.
Is Sabine mandatory? Yes,
technically,
mandatory.
yes. It doesn't have a May, but like people don't really play it that way. It's weird.
Well,
It's like
why would you?
people always just play it as something that can be forgotten, and then they just move on.
Yep.
Spin the focus. Take 2 shields.
Talonbane's gonna die before he even gets to shoot.
Yeah, Talonbane is in big trouble here. I really don't understand what's going on here.
Spin target lock.
Yep. Machines. Yeah.
Focus for 2 hits and 2 crits.
Shield.
And there's Talonbane.
Dead. 3 direct hits.
Oh no!
Yeah.
That's bad news, Bears.
Huh?
Well, at least he wasn't harpooned.
Oh man.
So Miranda.
Yeah, I'm one like this is the kind of game. If I was sitting there in practice, I would just completely reset.
Yep.
2 hits and a crit.
I would be like, let's just call this game and
take another damage.
try again.
He wasn't harpooned though.
Sure he was. Oh no.
And I think that's something that a lot of people miss in when they're doing regionals prep. It's like I've done regionals prep with some people that they'll sit there and they'll play a long ass game, like just sitting there and dragging it out and over and over and over, like round after round. It's like, first of all, you're not playing to 75 minutes, and you're also missing the part of you're just trying to get a feel for lists. I did regionals prep with day, and what we did was I had a whole bunch of meta lists, and then he busted out his list that he wanted to fly, and we just picked a list that he needed some practice against. We did a setup, and every step of the way you talk about it. It's like, okay, at this point, did I do the right thing? And you like playing as the meta list, you kind of give your opponent knowledge of okay, I wanted you to do this, so I did this and this and this, and then you step your way through it. Actually learn something.
Off for Sabine, just letting everyone know, 'cause I forgot.
And the
no, he remembered Sabine finally.
Yeah, the opening is such a big deal. If it gets messed up, you might as well start over. You're not learning anything after that point.
Yeah, and another thing that we try to do is we assume our opponent's flying optimally, because when you're flying some of these meta lists, they have so many triggers that if you haven't practiced with them a whole lot, that you're gonna forget them. So sitting there going, oh crap, I forgot this. It's like no. Like I'm going back and doing that because you want to have the hardest possible match you can. You don't want to be practicing for somebody who has no practice on a list, because going to a regionals, they're going to.
Yeah.
So where's he going on here? I mean, Jostero just kind of moves in and gets trajectory simulated by his Nim. Probably again.
Yeah.
Where does he go with his Nim? I mean, there's probably going to be a bomblet behind Miranda, so you can't go there. Who has initiative?
No
Who's Nim?
Kyle has initiative. Kyle drew the short.
Okay, so his Nim has to move first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now something that I think Coach did wrong here is well, now he just did it wrong again. He should be dropping a bomblet right there. Like even if it's not going to be used, that NIM can hold bombs in place. So you always want to have a bomb on the board that you're holding in place.
Yeah, that would have been
just
a nice place.
if it's breaking up a lane or something.
No.
I was checking to see if he has arc on the Justero over there, which it looks like he took a focus, which means he probably didn't.
Yeah, I guess not.
Oh, board state wrecked. Judge.
Well, that'll be Auto Blaster and a Thermal for Miranda. Stress on Miranda is always nice, but yeah, I guess it looks like Justero's out of range of that, and Nim doesn't care. So
yeah, the problem Miranda's going to have now is that if she tries to go forward, like she's going to be stressed. If she tries to do a green going forward, that's going to suck. Oh, so he's trajectory simulating like right off the bat.
Oh, good.
Probably dropping another proton, I imagine.
It depending on where Coach moves his NIM, he might have overshot Justero if he did it after. Yeah, see.
How much health do those things have? 4 hull?
It's the same as X-Wing, except trade a shield for a hull. So 1 shield for a hull.
So 4 hull, 1 shield. So his shield's gone and he has a direct hit. So that's 1, 2, 3. And he's got a proton bomb and Sabine. That thing's dead. With a proton bomb, isn't it dead? Because he's already got a direct hit down there.
He's got 2 left. So yes, with Sabine, he would be dead.
Bomb
but
and
I
Sabine.
think at least Kyle's bomb gets removed first because he has initiative, which means Miranda takes the damage, which means Justero will get 1 shot on Miranda before he dies automatically.
Right.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's pretty horrific.
Nope, it's a thermal detonator.
Oh, it's a thermal.
Yep, so you take 1 damage on the stress.
There.
And he
Doesn't
ignores
affect
it.
him.
Yep. Jostro shoots his harpoon. Miranda.
Thank goodness he
Oh,
got
and
that
he gets to reply with his harpoon.
Yep.
That's always a fun one.
I got it. Jostro! There you go. It's got to go like that.
Yeah, but this game is all but over.
It's like we're at the.
Yeah.
He's not saving his target lock, is he?
He shouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't think he's
I'll go
remembering
ahead and say
Sabine.
that.
A shield and a crit.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Stress control fire.
Oh,
Great.
double
1
stress.
stress token.
Good for Kyle. Not going to be good enough.
Yeah. No.
Alright, so he takes
Time goes off.
another direct hit on Nim. Did you stack my deck before we started?
I didn't do it.
You lie.
How many direct hits can you have?
Damage sensor.
Oh, Justero doesn't have anything on him. He's undamaged
For Jostro,
because he wasn't close enough last time.
Oh, okay. See,
So
and
it's
that's the problem
All
with
Nim over
5
there.
direct hits for the first damage cards. That's
Yeah, okay. So we're just
5
idiots.
direct hits. Shuffle better.
Oh, man, that's bad.
using an auto
That is really bad.
Now, okay, so let me pull up my squadron builder. Did he not Sabine again?
I don't think he did.
Because
Oh, so Harpoon goes off first?
Okay.
oh man, Nim should be dead.
Second.
Nim
Take
should be
damage to that
dead
Harpoon, or-
because he's
Harpoon
got
take
an actual critical.
he's got 2. Oh no, he's got shields
direct
left.
hit, right?
That
Right,
damage
he's
in
still
there
got
just went
shields.
under shields.
Harpoon,
Right.
Or
So Sabine wouldn't kill him, but he's sitting on 1 health left or 1
these
hull.
guys take 1 more damage because of Sabine.
Really?
One of them.
Nim has 2 direct hits?
Okay.
Yeah, he pulled 5
Oh,
direct
man.
hits.
Wow. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's awful.
Okay, well,
There's
but
only
Josh
7
Rowe's
in
going
that
to get.
deck.
Oh man, that sucks.
Well, Josh Rowe doesn't have a second harpoon, but he'll still get a decent range 2 shot on Miranda. As long as
Josh
Jeff
Rowe?
Barrow doesn't die. Which he might.
No. Just a yeah.
Okay.
TLT to Josh.
Okay.
So he gained a shield back with Miranda. Standard good idea. And second TLT.
Got to shoot him.
With what?
A TLT.
Oh. With there?
Then shoot with him.
Go ahead and shoot him.
He forgot to shoot with Nim. But your ships have to activate. If you're not going to shoot with a ship, you have to actively decide to not shoot.
Josh
No,
Rowe.
Josh Rowe's regular shot.
Yep.
No, don't do it.
Was it another missile? Does he have 2 missiles?
No,
Oh, no.
he has to
just
have
fired
a.
with 3 dice.
No.
Yeah,
Scav
he
Crane.
only has 1, so Scav Crane.
Back.
1, 2,
Oh, that's why he's able to do that.
3.
Yep.
Oh, man. Miranda's toast.
Well,
Miranda's
that
toast
turned
and
around
Nim is
quick.
staring at a rock. How does-
Nim's got plenty of room.
How does Coach always manage to somehow like let something slip like that?
I have no idea. Well, this is going to be interesting. I'm betting Coach is still going to pull it out. Both of those ships are pretty low on hull, and his Nim he doesn't have initiative, so that Nim can barrel roll wherever he needs to stay out of the other Nim arc or the Autobuster range 1.
Johnson's got 1 hull left. Oh, great. The 1 hull's left.
Yeah.
It's super good when it comes to this.
We've been through this before. Right?
We'll be here in a couple hours.
Oh, I have to roll. Yay.
He gets to do
All right,
action.
flip down whatever
Yes.
crit he had there.
Sensor array.
Oh no, a bump.
And blocked his own Nim.
Yeah, not a big deal there. Unless
So we've
Coach
got
actually turned in
the other
hard.
Nim has 2 bombs left.
Detonate myself.
2?
Yeah, he's still got both of his thermals over there.
No, he used 1.
I thought he
There
did
we
2 proton bombs. I'm talking about Coach.
Oh, Coach. Yeah, I don't know. Could be. Yeah, I think that might keep Coach in range.
Barrel roll,
yeah,
you
maybe.
fool.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Back? How do you barrel roll back? Okay, that should be in range.
That should be.
That's going to be a dead. I'm going to say it's going to go for Nim first. It's going to be a dead Nim. Or does Nim still have shields?
TLT on Josh Rowe?
It must have some. It was just 2 proton bombs that got underneath. Unless the initial 2 harpoons, because
Yay.
didn't he fire the harpoons at him first, or did he fire at Talonbane?
I got a chance?
Chance.
Oh.
Oh, nope, he's dead.
Yep. Game's over. This was a short one. Holy cow.
Proton bombs fork out 4 direct hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One bomb does
Like he literally flipped over 3 in a row.
4 damage.
5. 1,
5 in a
2,
row.
3, 4, 5 direct hits in a row.
Well, at least you got them all out of the way,
Yeah.
except for 1.
Yeah. What's the odds of that?
Good.
That's
Yep.
pretty staggering.
Just in case I survive, I have the ability to take a focus this turn. Woo! Okay.
We're going to need another game here.
Yeah, we are.
Nope. Not going to do it. I love how Coach's 1 straight template is so worn it's white.
I can't believe he's still using cardboard.
Okay.
He hasn't won anything else.
Mhm.
Harpoon. Spend it.
And it's all over.
Yay.
Man,
Yeah,
that's
super
rough.
fast.
I
Yeah,
can hear him
Kyle.
walking. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
So that was rough.
Yeah. Well, that
Yes. Yeah, it was.
very unlikely, but yeah, and Kyle not being clear on the ruling in the beginning.
Yeah, he would not have moved there if I thought he knew.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that basically cost him what? 4 health.
yeah.
Not knowing
Well,
that.
with all the more than that, because they were all direct hits.
Yeah, and actually,
He
you should have
flipped over
won.
5 direct hits.
You should have won sooner because you kept forgetting Sabine.
I know.
No,
Well,
he-
we fixed it on the
he
board
ended up
state, so.
realizing it.
Board
okay.
state.
Yeah, it is a main. Or it's not a main. It's a must.
Yeah. No, we fixed it. So
Okay, so there we go.
yeah, that was pretty nuts. Genius trajectory stimulators. It's pretty crazy. I'm sitting here reading the card though. It's like you may launch bombs using the template instead of dropping them. So I don't know.
No. That's not you're reading the genius card. You have to read the genius errata.
What's the genius
Because-
errata?
Let's pull this up.
If you're equipped with a bomb that can be dropped before you reveal your maneuver, you may drop the bomb after you execute your maneuver instead. But doesn't it say you have to get rid of?
That's where they changed it. You drop the bomb after you maneuver instead. Whereas, are you actually reading the card or?
I'm reading the physical card. Yes.
Okay. Somebody was saying today that the actual card was so different than the errata that it made it confusing or something. Because if you are equipped with a bomb that can be dropped before you reveal your maneuver, you may drop the bomb after you execute the maneuver instead. See, that still is clear cut.
That's exactly what it says on the card.
Yeah, that's what I just read the card. But on the
and then trajectory simulator says instead of dropping. So
yeah,
I guess I'm not understanding where that comes from.
Yeah, we've got that guy in Minnesota at the FFG that's ruling it different, and that is extremely confusing. So in the errata it says, after you reveal and execute your maneuver, if you did not overlap a ship, you may discard one of your equipped bomb upgrade tokens without the action header to drop the corresponding bomb token. Now, the only thing I could see them saying is to drop the corresponding bomb token is different than drop a bomb, because you're just placing the token. But that's a ridiculous argument, because then people will say, well, if you're not actually doing a drop, then you can do another drop. Because that's the argument you always get when you argue that trajectory simulator is the launch is different than a drop.
I guess I don't know. Here. Yellow.
Hey. So that didn't go too well.
What's up?
Oh God, what'd you do?
Kyle?
Oh, you're watching the YouTube. There we go. Oh. Shorten you up a
he's
little bit.
confused.
Okay. All right. So what's up now?
So what happened there?
Yeah, I figured I would have been, but apparently I wasn't.
Oh,
we need to tell Coach.
They're going all Mark.
Yeah.
You guys are going all Mark Tippett on us.
Are we?
Yeah.
Tell Coach to run a cable.
Yeah, Coach needs to run. He did run a cable. We're hooked in.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm.
Huh.
Oh, you didn't switch it over to direct yet?
You monster. Wonder if mine has switched over.
Yes. Nope.
Oh, my Ethernet isn't enabled. Enable. Let's see what happens. I might get dropped. We'll see if it decides to switch over. But yeah, so the game was interesting.
Yeah, 5 direct hits.
It was over quick.
Yeah. 15 minutes.
I'm not super good with statistics, but for the odds of that, I think it's 7 over 33 times 6 over 32 times 5 over 31.
Let's do that real quick.
That is a very, very small number of possibilities.
Yeah. Both my ships get 4 direct hits. Like immediately. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah, and we're even sitting there that time, and we're like, oh, I think Nim still has some shields left. As you reach over and pick them up, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, had 1 hull left.
Yeah, and you didn't have Trajectory Simulator on your Nim, did you?
Yes, but I wasn't running it that way because I just.
Because you're a good, wholesome person, right?
Yeah, good and wholesome. No, I've been running it that way before today. I just think that we were practicing for where they said that they were going to rule it, I guess, because that's where we're going.
Oh, you guys are going up there. Okay.
FFG, yeah. So that's
if I was going up there, I just wouldn't even fly Nim Miranda, and there's other options. But yeah, you said you didn't even have it on there, but I think the Scum Nim serves Trajectory Simulator a little better because you can throw it out there and then land right on top of it, and he just doesn't care.
That's what I just had a conversation with. Nice. I was like, yeah, I think Scum Nim benefits from it a lot more than Rebel Nim. I mean, yeah, you can hold it, but are people going to sit there long enough for it to go off again? You can block a lane with it.
Yeah,
but
lane blocking is huge with that.
Right. But with Scum Nim, if you're going to go in there and punch them in the face with Auto Blaster, you don't care if you're sending it 5 forward and then running right into it and hitting them. So,
right. The only downside with that one is like you threw yourself in super quick. Now your Nim had harpoons as well.
No, I took harpoons off and went for extra munitions thermal detonator.
Okay, so you only had 2 harpoons in yours. Okay.
Yeah.
So you definitely were running the strategy of throwing it in super quick and then.
Yep. And
having the harpoons behind.
Correct. Yeah, I wanted to go in there. I put the thermal detonator in there because with bomblet generator, you're still running the chance of not triggering Jostro, but with the thermal detonator, you're actually getting the 1 damage no matter what. Plus, you're getting a little bit of stress control with that too. So, I figured that would help out. But
yeah, thermal detonators is super powerful if you can start landing stress on some of those ships that can't stand it.
Yep.
So
I figured go ahead, Montana.
So did you draw direct hits, like 5 of them from the top?
5 of them from the top.
Okay, so that is 0.0008% likelihood. So that's 8/10,000ths of a percent.
Yeah. It's just like, direct hit.
That's completely insane.
Direct hit. Yeah. I asked him if he stacked the deck before we started the match, and he said no.
Yeah, but we can't trust him.
I really wanted to win.
Yeah. Good Lord.
I had a game in Chicago where my opponent offered me a cut, and because I knew him really well, I just reached over and I just messed up his damage deck all over the board really quick, and then smushed it all together instead of just giving a reasonable cut just to be obnoxious.
Oh.
And when we put it back together, he pulled 2 crits during that game, and they were the perfect crits for that moment to just completely screw him over.
Is that what you're saying we need to do? Is just smack someone's deck in the middle of the play mat right before the game for the cut.
Yep. Then just give it a wash.
Yep. Done.
So are you guys going to play another one, or are you guys done?
We probably will play another one. That one was over too quick. I've been waiting around to play this match all night, and it was just like, whoa. It's like playing Plinko and winning all 5 of the tokens and getting nothing but the 0.
What an analogy. Oh, that's great.
Oh, God. I won. Woo! No money. Excellent.
Nice.
Not even the $100. Yeah. I guess considering the fact that I took Miranda off the board, I got some MOV off of the list. So, I mean, if that was the only time I was going to see it and I got Miranda off.
Yeah, because you hit her with a harpoon on the Jostero shot, a regular Jostero shot, and then the Nim. Well, you got stuff off on the first round on her, didn't you? Or was all the damage right there?
I hit her with a range 3 attack from Nim for hit and a crit. So I stripped shields there. And then when he came in, I hit the thermal detonator, went off. He took 1 damage in a stress. And then I hit him with the harpoon and then hit him with the auto blaster. Then he shot Jostro. And then I hit him with the regular attack, and that's what killed him.
Yeah, he planted that Miranda right square in the middle of everything, and that's one of those situations where when he feeds you up an endgame ship, you have to crush it.
Oh, I know. That's why I did the 2 forward. I was like, okay, I'm sitting there eyeballing it, and I'm like, I could do the 1 bank to see if he's going to try to bank out, but I don't think he's going to. So I'm going to do the 2 forward. That'll block the lane of him doing the 3 forward, 3 bank out of my range, because then he'll be still staring at Jostro. I did the 2 hard because I knew he had to come at me with Nim, and then I was going to be able to genius the bomb, and it would be right next to him. And it went exactly how I planned it. So, I mean, other than that, the rest of the game was just a shit show. So
yeah, but that's one of those games that you want to have happen right before the lunch break at a regionals, so you get that nice extra long lunch break.
Yep, you go 3-0, and then or you go 2-0, and then your 3rd round you just get your butt kicked, and then you get an extra long lunch.
Yep.
I like that. Yeah, so I think the next game we'll play it where Trajectory Simulator doesn't work with Genius, because that's the way they're ruling it, where we're going for our regional, and then we'll see if it functions a lot different.
Right.
Which I'm pretty sure it will, because then you're able to range control a little bit. I might be able to PS kill something before I get hit with 4 direct hits from a proton bomb. So,
right. Well, he only did 1 of those Genius Trajectory Simulators, right?
2. That's how I got my initial 4 direct hits on Nim and...
The second one was just a regular Trajectory Simulator.
Yeah, the second one was regular, like completely legit, I think.
Put it out 5 and then did a 2 hard.
Oh, okay. Right.
So that one still happens there. Like Trajectory Simulator is still good.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm not saying it's not, but he's not going to be able to do that forward shot with the TLT or harpoon, I mean.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Because that's so good.
Yeah, it's not good for the game, but yeah, it's definitely good.
Has the internet calmed down yet? Everybody started screaming, and I just jumped off the internet. It was too much.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like everybody was screaming about that that ruling from Minnesota. Like everybody's losing their minds. Like half the people think is like, "Oh my gosh, it's official." Like, not really.
Not really.
Nope, I haven't even paid attention to it at all.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I know I got spammed with like 10 messages from different people, like in the matter of like 10 minutes. It was crazy.
About that?
Yeah. that one, and then I got into like an argument with the guy who posted it over his TLT harpoon ruling, because
Oh yeah.
that one's just it's just obnoxiously wrong. It's like, sorry, but it's wrong. So he was basically saying that when you trigger the on hit, like say you're firing TLT at somebody with harpoon. First of all, TLT, if you roll a crit, can always trigger harpoon. Is what he's saying. It's not initiative based, even though they both have the same trigger, but whatever. And then he's saying that the on hit trigger for the harpoon condition happens in between. So if you hit with the first TLT shot, it can trigger harpooned, and then you fire with the second TLT shot, and whether it hits or misses, doesn't matter. So that creates real implications with what if somebody's firing TLT with Maul, and they have that situation of if it hits, you can take a stress off. Suddenly you're allowing somebody to take the stress off for both of the TLT hits.
I guess I never thought of it that way.
I feel like he really made a snap decision on that one that's really bad. And it scares me that he is an FFG employee and people are like taking this as fact. So like regardless of how you feel about Trajectory Simulator, Genius Nim, the other ruling is so incredibly bad, in my opinion, that it's hard to trust him on the first one. So like there's people saying is like, oh, he got this, directly from the devs, and he's just putting it out there early. Like I find that hard to believe, because just the second ruling is just so bad.
You and I have had that conversation before with TLT and triggering harpoons, and I just stopped debating it with you. I have a hard time still believing that if you get hit by an attack where there is an uncanceled crit result, it doesn't trigger harpoon. But I don't like the fact that with Maul, like you were saying, that you're allowed to take 2 stress off with the TLT if that's the situation. But doesn't it resolve like at the end of both attacks as one attack?
Yeah, all of the on hit triggers have always happened at the end of both attacks happening.
Yeah. So I mean, okay. So if you were hit by an attack where there was at least one uncanceled crit result over the course of both of attacks of the TLT, if there was one attack that hit you because of an uncanceled crit result, then you could trigger the harpoon, but it doesn't happen in between the 2 shots. Is that what you're saying would be more reasonable if that's the way they ruled it?
And I don't know. I'd have to sit down and think about it. But
yeah,
as far as I remember, all of the on hit triggers have always been at the end of it. But it's just a really weird situation. But like Maul was very, maybe the wording on Maul was different.
Yeah, I think his headset's going dead right now, so I don't know how much longer I have to talk. It keeps ringing in my ears.
Okay, Maul is different. It says after performing an attack that hits, so it is after attack. So never mind.
The whole sequence of the chain.
There.
Yeah. So
yeah, right.
Yeah, right. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. So harpoon can get thrown into the middle of it.
Right. So even though it's not the entire attack, you did get hit in the result of there being an uncanceled crit result. So
yeah. So
So what are you going to fly next?
I don't really have anything else together. And pulling cards out of my deck and getting all my ships and stuff ready. I don't know. It just makes a mess. Yeah. I have to put it all away. I don't know. I was just thinking, I guess I'm just going to have to fly it differently. I'll joust it straight on again. I believe that if I can get, I mean, if I would have had that shot off with Talonbane Cobra, it would have been a completely different story.
Yeah, I don't know what that one hard was about.
That was me staying out of range of bombs and I was hoping to get a hard one in the next turn and then being able to shoot my harpoon then. So
yeah,
I see.
he closed a little faster than it seemed like you were ready for.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't think that he was going to bite that hard on it. I was like, well, and why not? I mean, that list is built for just, all right, here I come. So, and I should have expected it too. It's Coach, but
yeah. Coach is, yeah, he did a 2 straight, and I was like, ooh, that's a little slow for Coach.
Yeah. So, I'll give you back to the old Coach, and he can talk about his. Oh yeah, we are going again.
And we have Tyler Tippett to commentate this game.
Yeah, Tyler
what's up, guys?
Tippett. Hey, Tyler.
I am. I'm burning all of X-Wing to the ground.
Yay, he's burning all of
I'm done
X-Wing
with
to
it.
the ground.
I'm done with it. Not
You
in a
said
good
that
way.
you said that at Gen Con
Yeah, but now I'm disappointed in everyone.
because they didn't burn it to the ground after Gen Con.
No, just the reaction from everybody today has been
they
like,
agreed.
it's fine to have like discourse and be like, oh, I don't think this is a good ruling, or oh, I don't agree with this. That's fine. Just the raw shittiness of people that has come out, like especially on Facebook where your name's attached to that stuff, guys. Like that's not even like anonymous. Like you idiots are just sitting there personally attacking people. Like, come on, what are you doing?
I ended up just getting off of it, and I had a meeting to go to at church, and I was like, you know what, I just need to get off here, go plug in my phone to charge, like just wait for the shitstorm to calm down.
That's funny because I have completely just taken myself away from being emotionally attached to like the rulings and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like it's the right. So it's like play it either way. I personally think we should go with the rulings. I think this is a good. I think it's better for the game in general. I don't think there's anybody that disagrees with it. Like,
yes, I completely agree that these are probably better for the meta, but there is
not the meta, not the meta, not the
these
meta.
rulings to exist. There's no basis for them.
Big difference. Not the meta. No one has fun playing that game. I shit on that list every time I play it, and I don't have fun playing it. Like it's a free win.
I enjoy playing against bombs. I think it's an interesting puzzle.
It's not against but it's not. Like Genius with Trajectory Simulator is not interesting. There is an answer, and if you don't do it, you lose. Like
it's fun trying to figure it out.
I mean, I guess
just play a different game than you guys do.
Sure, okay. It's a very easy puzzle to figure out. You better bring every single piece of negative play experience the Empire has to offer, and then you're good. But you're probably going to get wrecked by half the other stuff that shows up. Wait, who's that? Is that? Okay, perfect. There's Ricky.
Galactic Holiday!
What's up, Ricky?
All right. I've been waiting all day to talk about this, and I went on a date. It was wonderful to my wife, and
and you missed us ranting about it.
Yeah, and I miss us ranting about this, and so thank you for letting me on. I just had to get this out. Tyler's absolutely right. I feel like the devs gave us a signal, like basically said. They gave us an out to play a more enjoyable X-Wing, and we should take that seriously. And the fact that we're not, and we're worried about anything other than like 40 plus people at several different locations in like the next several weeks, having a way less enjoyable tournament when the devs are giving us, I think, a very clear signal. And I understand that it's not rules-based or anything along those lines, but I feel like we're just missing a take. We're missing the ability to have more fun. And it just drives me nuts that we're not concentrating on that. Like, especially, the players are what bothers me. Was this your take, Tyler? That it's not the judges, that you get the judges maybe having some issues.
Oh, yeah.
But the players you don't. I don't remember who said that. It may have been your take, so I don't want to steal that. God bless it. I had to get that out. Oh. I just feel
No,
better.
and it's not even the take there. It's the shittiness with which people have been treating each other when talking about this. Like, it's okay to be like, I disagree with this opinion, or I think we shouldn't do that, or we should. But like the personal attack level that has been going on and like the random Facebook threads is just like, man, get out. I don't want to deal with your shit.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Like, just makes. What are you guys playing here? Like, what are we flying tonight?
Is it
Make me
Miranda?
excited for. Is it Miranda? It should be.
Yeah, it is.
Should it be?
We're just doing meta versus meh. So we
Oh,
do
right. Well, I mean,
top
Racklow
list
isn't really
versus
meh. It's pretty meh these times. Everyone keeps telling me it's
Yeah.
wrong. So bust out Racklow, see what happens. I promise it's fun.
It's not
Yeah,
if you
I don't.
Miranda Nims, man.
Yeah. No, I don't think Kyle's.
No,
gonna do
dude,
that.
go through some of the Facebook pages. Like, I mean, do I call them out specifically and like put it on stream? I'm not above that at this point. It pisses me off. Oh wait, crap. Now I can't see the live chat because I want. Wait, no.
You know, the worst thing is that like if it's generally not going to happen, like I have to fly that, and I don't want to fly that.
You don't have to fly that. Fly Racklow. Be the savior we need.
Dude, you and I. Okay, let me be fair. I'm not flying. We've talked about this. I'm not flying the right Racklow. I'm flying.
I agree.
I'm flying Blair's, and Blair's is not the best one. It's just not. It's better versus like turrets, but
Blair is better against very specific matchups. It's just like running rack out. It's the same style of being good. The problem is you, like Evergreen Cup where it was amazing, you don't get to pick your matchups.
Yeah, I totally agree. So
sorry, I have to find it. I'm looking, guys.
I've been having Palpatine is absolutely a must for those. I will show you the dark sides, and the games I've lost have been the ones where I couldn't push through that card, and Palpatine is insane for that. So better than Predator, I think, in the end. I think that the math might like be close enough, but in the end, but the problem is you need the crit every single time. So, anyways, I don't know how the hell we just sidetracked on Racklow, but I am now fully. I am sorry it took me this long to get there.
Yeah, so stuff like unfortunate heavy-handedness and biased rulings tend to kill events, and that because of FFG's regulations that they've laid down, they give supreme authority to TOs to make calls based in, or they should be making calls based in an unbiased manner. I cannot give this clarification why. This is unprofessional behaviors and makes the community sick of this game. Like shit like that is all through the main thread.
Yeah, I don't get that. The idea that X-Wing is better with Nimranda in it. I understand that like we got to follow rules and stuff, but like the idea that Nimranda is following the rules is a better idea than having a shitty regional tournament.
Having a shitty. That is exactly it. You guys are so hard up on the question on it's not that no, we can't hear you.
It's not that
Are you guys talking? We can't hear you right now, radio. It's Ricky and I take over. We're talking. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or wait,
they can't hear you either.
Villainy podcast part 2. The scummy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Anyways, yeah, had a bottle of wine on a date. It's fine. Yeah, it's like the idea that all of these regionals having to go through that meta, like, because we've seen it, we know what's going to happen. This is it, and the fact that people are like, "Oh no, we should totally do that." When we have an out, let's take this out.
It's don't like
fine.
Why is everyone so pissy because
the FAQ and when it's and in lieu of a question, if that is contradicted by the FFG game store, then they bear that responsibility and we can hold them over whatever, but that's still FFG. Right?
Yeah, it is. And that's the thing that pisses me off too, is people are like, oh, it's not but it's not official. Like
it's just a random
TO that sits in the office right next to these people.
Alex and Frank's yes. He's like, hey, I'm just gonna go over the cubicle and be like, yo, what should I do? And they go, oh, you should do this because that's broke as fuck. And then They do that.
Like, they literally lit the bat signal. They were like, guys, we can't push an official release because we have a bunch of red tape for releasing FAQs. But you know what we can do? We can tell you what we would do in that situation and how you should not have a shitty gaming experience for the next 3 months. And half the community went, fuck
No,
you, I don't believe you. I'm going to stay over here with my eyes closed because, I don't like the way that rule is interpreted.
Here's the thing: it's a terrible rules interpretation, right? Like,
for sure.
I would bet $1 jillion that they reword the card to something.
Oh, sure. I mean, they sat down and went, this is bad for the game. How can we, using the verbiage on the cards, interpret this through some weird curveball and get it to a point where we can be like, nah, you can't do this. And then they went, aha, we got it. Like, he even basically alludes to that in the Facebook post where he's like, I talked to Frank and Max and they helped me with the verbiage. What do you think that means, internet? Come on. You can't be that dense. Like, it's not possible. I don't believe you. You people are smarter than that. Like, read between the lines. They lit the bat signal. They're like, you don't have to deal with it anymore. It's gonna be great. Let's go back to having fun, interactive. Like, all you people loved the old meta from like a month ago. We're like, we have all this other stuff we can do. It's great.
Yeah, we could just have that meta again.
Yeah, we could just go back to that instead of all of you playing Nim Miranda and then me winning everything I go to because I actually play Racklow. Like, understand my hatred for this for a second. I get free wins for every person that plays that I come up against, and I don't want it to actually be on the table.
It does absolutely crap on Nimranda.
It's not a fun game. It's so bad.
You would have to you would have to blank on your.
It's an obscene amount of dice variance, and I still don't think it wins. I still think I pull it out.
Yeah, you have so long as you don't blind. If you don't blind somebody, I think you've got an issue. But other than that, it's absolutely just.
Which is really hard when I have Palpatine that says, "Here's a crit," and it's a 5-dice cruise missile going into a 1 agility ship.
No, you're absolutely, absolutely.
with target lock and possible focus.
Absolutely
against 1 health or 1 agility ships. Yeah.
No joke.
I need 1 symbol on 8 dice.
We're just. I love that we're just taking this over. But seriously, the thing I found where Racklow kind of falls short is when you don't start the snowball early and get those. I will show you the dark sides in early where they can just because you're only 2 ships, right? So every time I've lost, it's been because I couldn't apply. I will show you the dark side. And
right, I have
Palpatine,
2 automatic crit.
Palpatine and 5 dice, right? Like that alone, not to mention ATX.
Yeah, if I have ATC on a normal shot, like they can't avoid it. Like, it's not possible. I have 2 crits automatically.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you now. I'm converted. I'm sorry it took me this long. I just when you're a jank player and Blair whispers in your ear, it's really hard not to play that jank.
I understand. I believe.
And Lyle, that jerk, he won his freaking won the freaking Portland with it. Right? But that's because it was a Evergreen Cup style Hangar Bay event.
Oh yeah.
Nick, no, there's not. There isn't a better way to fix it. We can't get an official fix for literally months at a time. That's the problem. If there was a better way to fix it, everyone would be like, let's go with the better way. But we don't have that better way. So it's either we take the terrible rules interpretation that gets us the out now to where we all get to go back and have fun, or we stay with having Nim Miranda bomb hell for the next 3 months. Like, that's really what's up.
What is the fastest they've done an FAQ? Does anybody know that?
I mean, it's a months-long process, regardless. I don't know if they already have one started and they've already been working on this, but it's a months-long process.
How long was the C-Rock? Or was that just convenient?
I think that was convenient, is what I think that was.
Yeah, running under the thought process that they can't actually change card text without LFL approval.
Yeah, well, but it's not okay. So there was a great post on Reddit where a guy was talking about he was part of the FAQ process for Rune Wars, right?
You know what we need? We need some playtest heroes again.
Sure. No, but no, we don't. Like, it's like realistically, I don't even think he like violated the NDA in any way talking about this. Like, you have so say you'd want to change card text, right? It doesn't. It's we can ignore Disney even being there. All right, we have to go through the entire arts process of getting that card text changed, and now the next print line being viable, right? Like, so now that has to be able to go to the printers, and we have to know then the next wave is getting printed and when that's coming. You also have to have that card text translated into every different language that FFG like supports, as well as getting the FAQ written for every different language that FFG supports. Like, that's not a trivial task. Like, that takes time.
No.
And then on top of that, you have the mouse that then has to approve it, and then can say, no, we don't approve that. You need to go fix it again, which might reset your whole process.
Have I told you about the Lambda article and the amount of... What's up, dude?
Hey. So
we're just ranting.
Kyle's not feeling another game. So I'm gonna step out a second, but I'll be back. So don't go anywhere. But we're probably not gonna get another game in. We'll shoot the shit here a second.
Patrick, technically, if the marshal of the tournament you're at decides that, like, they are the highest bid, like, that's what it is. Like, that's a shitty situation to be in, but like, yes.
I think he's answering YouTube.
I am, yes, sorry.
Yeah.
YouTube chat. So yeah, like, that's just that's how it works. Like, but that's not a real situation we have to worry about, like, 95% of the time, because all the TOs, we are swapping through everybody. Okay. Switch to whomever has like the precedent, basically. Who else is on? I feel like we need music. There used to be a game board we were looking at. Now it's just me, and I feel awkward again.
Yeah.
Everybody check out my dragon. I'm gonna go play Warhammer Fantasy now. Like, is what.
Tyler, when are you getting on Warhammer Total War?
It's not switching to my camera. This is sad. Hey, wait, nope. There it is. Oh man, we have like a 30-second delay.
Tyler, when are you getting on Warhammer Total War? Come on, man, it's so good.
No, I'm getting it. I'm getting it, no question. It's just I don't have a weekend for like the next month, so I don't want to buy it because my days are already slammed. Mm-hmm. So I will let you know when I have a weekend, and we're just gonna like do it for a like 48 hours straight.
I like that. Just like do a campaign or some shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. Yeah. That's Dad Ricky now. He's evolved into his final form.
But yeah, how's that going?
It's not bad. She's not that bad. I mean, there is a 100%.
She's not that bad.
Okay, hold up. Like, so the way I'll describe it is the things that they warn you about and say are going to be terrible about having a kid are overrated. And
for sure.
The nice shit about having a kid is properly rated. And so it's nice, right? I mean, she smiles at me, like she's starting to, make noises and coos and shit, which is like she's trying to talk to you, which is kind of cool. And she's excited to see you. That's like that is some of the nicest I felt. Like, I want to like inject that straight into my veins.
Like the first time she smiled at him, like he spammed every single message group that I'm part of, and there's like 6 of them that me and Ricky are part of. I'm like, man, I've seen this picture before.
It's nothing but my kid smiling at me, which was like the most adorable thing in the entire world, right? So,
it's amazing.
So I'll say that's been pretty cool. I mean, in my wife's school, she lets me play X-Wing and stuff, and like we have a pretty cool relationship where like she gets to still be herself, and I still get to go play X-Wing.
You mean you're doing that whole parenting thing correctly? I like it.
Doing our best.
Being like reasonable adults.
Yeah, doing our best. I don't know.
Wow. I don't know as I can actually call you a reasonable adult. Like, I don't believe that. Like,
I don't. Here's the thing. I don't either. But like, when you get down to it, like I jump through all the hoops. And,
right. You check all the boxes. It's just still at the end of the day, I'm like, but you're Ricky. Like,
man. I mean, that's fair. All right, so we've got to be mad on the internet some more.
I mean, dude, I burned out. Like, I was so angry at work. I stayed at work for 45 minutes past when I needed to leave, just so I had a keyboard to use instead of trying to type on my phone. Like, that's the level of pissed off I was at all of the goddamn community.
Someone says that I don't look like I sound.
Yeah.
How do I look like I sound? How would I look like? What is the
Can we paint
expectation
that
that I would
picture?
look like?
What do we have?
Oh man, I'm trying to remember what I used to picture you as before I actually saw you.
It's like, I don't know how to take that as like a compliment or like oh shit, man, really? Come on.
I definitely imagined you taller.
Oh,
well, that's just because the rest of the people are tall.
Hold up.
Ricky's the short one at what, like 5'11",
I'm not even short. I'm 5'11".
Yeah.
That is like an inch above average. Like, I'm generally like good, right? But everybody else on the podcast is like a group of like NBA shooting guards. And like I don't need that. Right?
No, like real talk, the original
Alex wasn't there to make me feel like
that's
tall.
true. Yeah, that's what it was. When we used to play in Chicago all the time, it was me, Dom, and then Pisquid, Dave Pontier, and we're all like 6'5" plus. And we kept winning events, and people were like, "All right, why is it being tall? They're like, is there an obvious advantage to being tall?"
I think there is an advantage to being tall from a perspective point of view. I think it's better to. I think the more top down you can look at the map, the better you are. I think that I'm a better Vassal player than I am at a table because of that reason.
I mean, that's just because you can cheat and measure the distances ahead of time on your screen.
Don't spill the secrets.
I do. So we were there was like a group of 20 of us sitting at Gen Con, and we were talking. I was talking to so I'll freely say like I don't play on Vassal anymore, but like when I'm looking at a straight line, I can't see a straight line on Vassal. Right. Mm-hmm. So like, you can look down the side of a table to see like if the side of your base is going to hit an asteroid if you go straight.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's a very common thing. Everybody does that. Like I can't do that on Vassal at all. I'm like, man, I'm going to hit this asteroid. And then like I go a 5 forward or something like that. And I'm like a base length away from the asteroid. It's not even close. Right. I'm just like, I can't see this at all. So like, okay, I have like a random like Netrunner card. So I've got like an en passant sitting next to my computer that I can like set up next to the screen and be like, oh no, that's what the straight edge is there. And I was like, yeah, I'll use a straight edge at times. And like everybody around the circle was like, oh yeah, I've done stuff like that. Like I have an envelope set in there or something like that. And Paul Heaver just looked up at all of us and was like, all you cheating fuckers. How dare you? Why are you like, he's like, he had no concept of anybody having ever done this and was so mad at all of us for it. Like,
oh, that's hilarious.
Really? Well, no, I was like, I'm pretty sure everyone has always done that.
But okay, so one,
and he's still that good.
One, I'm gonna say that I choose to believe that.
Oh no, I 100% do based on his reaction, no question. I've played Secret Hitler with that man. His bluffing isn't that good.
Oh.
Boy.
So I just realized I'm going to see the OCX guys at Omaha. You guys are going to Omaha, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not because I'm like way farther away than they are. But yeah, they're all going to Omaha.
I got to talk shit with them because I've decided I'm winning that. And so...
Wait,
it has been decided.
I manifest my... yeah, I got to try and get you to go to Omaha, Tyler.
No, when is Omaha?
It is March... like 4th. I can look this up.
That's like my sister's birthday. I can miss that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not important.
Oh yeah.
It's not the old lady's birthday. That's later on in the month. That's the one I can't miss. Well, like March 3rd and 4th.
I'm looking, man. I can't wait to go to Sparta. I can't wait.
This is like, I haven't been to Sparta yet. Like that's the thing. Like I need to go to Sparta. I've needed to go to Sparta for a while.
Aaron Bonner is like a top 5 person, and
dude, have you ever got drunk with Aaron and just like hung out drinking and like telling stories? That's the best thing ever.
Yes.
Like it's sad to me that he doesn't come to as many events anymore. Like that.
Do you remember when we had like the extra alcohol? Like what was it, 16? In 2016, we're just like,
when I gave him a shot out in the car.
Yeah, we're just absolutely. We're trying to get rid of booze, and he's like, I don't know why I wouldn't.
No. No, it was like, hey, let's go outside. I have something for you, because it was right after he lost to Nathan, where he had the triple stressing K-wings that just should have murdered everybody, and they just didn't. Right? Like, or no, I take that back. It was the following year. He had he was running I want to say Dengar Bosk.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like he just messed up the order of operate, like they're both 9s. He just messed up the move, and it cost him the game. Like on the last turn of the game, he's like, I can't believe I just did that. I'm like, Aaron, come outside with me. He's like, no, I got to do something. I was like, I have Fireball in the car. Come outside with me. He's like, okay.
It's like I don't know why I wouldn't do that.
Because we gave Morgan the year before or 2 years before, we gave Morgan Reed Fireball. It was right when it first came out. It was his first year over here, so we were like, "Hey, Morgan, try this."
I missed that.
Yeah,
that was the one Worlds I missed, and it had the best party. In that,
it did. We were all in the pool.
That to this day kills me that I was not involved in the best party because I feel like I should have been.
We're walking to the pool in the Radisson, and there is a traditional African wedding going on. I'm talking like all the normal African dresses, garb.
3rd.
What's that? March 3rd. Cool.
3rd and 4th,
and like there are Shady Slim Shady. I don't know how I feel about that. He's way shorter than me. But like the drums and everything like that, right? And it's like we're just a bunch of like random nerds trying to like sneak by this wedding party that's going on to get to the with Morgan. Like, well, it was with a couple of the foreign nationals. We had Morgan that was from Australia. We had the French national champion that his name escapes me. Like Jean Christophe, I think. And then there was one other. And then, we get in there and we're like, oh, hey, we have alcohol. Who wants beer? And Morgan's like, oh, free beer is my favorite kind. And I was like, no, Morgan, wait for it. You need to try it first. It's not going to be your favorite kind. I promise. It was like Busch Light or something terrible like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we gave him a Fireball and it was great.
That's so funny. I love Morgan too. He's such a funny guy. Anyway, so I have to shit talk the OCX guys because I'm gonna win that damn regional. March 3rd, Tyler. March 3rd.
I put it on the calendar.
March 3rd.
Man, okay.
We need an all scum. We need an all scum final. I would be happy to lose.
What this is?
If there's a person who I feel like deserves a win more than me, it's you.
I don't win anything. It's fine.
Yeah,
I just finished exactly really well.
The eternal bridesmaid, unless it's Dust. You want? Hey,
dude, I crushed Dust. It's fine. Yeah,
like
this shit right here.
Yeah, one of the
coolest trophy that's ever been put out.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one thing people need to remember is that Tyler's won. That was the North American Championship. That wasn't a Worlds, or did you win?
No, I was North American. No, I didn't go to Worlds because then the game died. Like between the national championship that I won and the world championship going on, like the game went through a revision and then got stuck in like purgatory of like rules stuff and whatnot for or not rule stuff, like legal stuff with we couldn't get product from China anymore. So yeah, like it was really bad. It straight killed the game. Like there's people still play it kind of ish, but not really. Because it was like I won 2013 and then I dropped Gen Con 2014 in the top 8 of the year. I don't see anybody in the top 8 beating me, like out of that cut basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't play and let Dom, who was number 9 in, play so that I could go play, and then I got second in 2014. So sad times, but
man.
I just crush Swiss, and then I get I either make a mistake in the cut or I get a really terrible matchup.
Tyler, this will be the first regionals period I will have gone to in almost 2 years.
Yeah,
like almost.
Wow,
I was
years.
able to. Okay, so I was able to go to. I think. Okay, so 2016 and 2017, right? Were right next to each other.
Smashed together, yeah.
Yeah, smushed together, and like during that time. My wife was traveling a lot. I think, and so like when she was in town, like I'm gonna be in town because she like used to do like cruise ship work, like and she'd be gone for like a month or something. That and like for whatever reason, weddings or funerals, and
you went through your second wedding season too. Like you had like 7 weddings that year.
Yeah. I just had a ton of weddings, and there were some funerals and some other shit that just prevented me from going to regional tournaments and some store championships for 2016 to 2017. So basically, it had been since 2015 since I had done regional tournaments. and I may have made one, and it was just terrible. I don't know. Okay, it was just bad. I think I flew Horton, and
You probably flew Horton.
and like I don't know what the hell I was smoking. But so yeah, this will be the first regional season I'll have gone to. So I got to win this. It'll be fine. Just no practice. Actually, I play a lot.
You practice all the time. What are you talking? You practice more than I do.
Yeah, I play.
I'm the one that doesn't practice.
Yeah, I play.
Well, you don't choose the list. You don't need to practice.
Right? That's you're not wrong. You were very. I show up. What are you running? Rack Elevator. Man, you still running that? Yes. I haven't played anything else.
What up?
What's going on?
Hi, Ricky.
What's going on, man?
Just running the store.
I was alluding to our first encounter via, in fact, great sieg via alcohol in the parking lot.
It was such a good time.
Fuck yeah! What's a beer?
Right?
Just wait till this year. It's gonna be way better.
Yeah.
So I think we got an RV rented.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God!
It's got a full bar in it.
That is unquestionably the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I've been running Racklow Vader since NIM came out, and before that I was running Racklow Whisperer since the start of 2017 or 2016.
So what do you do?
Yeah, 2016.
What do you do with all the points that used to go into Whisper?
There's only 1 point difference, and that point is because it was a 39-point Whisper, so it was no crew Whisper.
Oh, okay.
And the 1 point goes to VI on rack. Yes, go.
Good job. Quick second.
Gotcha.
I just want to hop on, say hi to Ricky. Hi, Tyler. I got to get back to running the store. So
wow.
That's sad. I have.
Well, pull up, Aaron. I'm going to Sparta. I'm kicking your ass. I don't know.
Fuck yes, we could tag team Bonner. That'd be great.
Right? I'm a maybe. I'm a maybe for Sparta.
Ooh, that would be. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, we love going to Sparta. Like that's our. We love all those guys. We're gonna stomp.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Ricky, what are you doing next week?
I don't know.
Wednesday night. I'll message you. We'll get you on.
All right.
All right. See you guys.
Peace.
I wonder if I have to hang up and the whole thing stops.
I don't think so, but we should probably quit the YouTube at some point here.
We'll try it. Okay, we'll stop broadcast. Good night, everyone. Unless I'll let you do that, John.
I can't do that.
Feel like okay. I'm gonna stop broadcast. So good night, everyone. Have a good night.